Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So,
Good night on my end.
yeah. So my name is Larissa. I am co-founder of Embrace Cross-Cultural Solutions.
Hello. My name is Samira. I'm also Embrace's co-founder with Larissa. Hello, Shirley. We are here today to initiate our project, Intercultural Experience Project. The idea is to interview and to talk with friends that we admire, that we consider citizens of the world, like Shirley, and could share with us and with our clients this amazing experience to have lived internationally. So we are honored to have you, Shirley, with us in this chat. And I'll let Larissa talk a little bit about it.
Yeah. So Shirley was born in Papua New Guinea and lived in many countries like France, Jamaica, Samoa, and now China. She has experienced different cultures and challenges. Thank you so much for participating in this project, Shirley. Please, could you tell us more about you and your international journey? You can talk, Shirley. It's in your hand.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to share my journey with you. It's my pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Shirley. I am married with 3 boys, and me and my husband, we are from Papua New Guinea, and my husband works with the United Nations, UNESCO. In 1994, my husband got a job offer to work with UNESCO in the headquarters in Paris. At that time, we were still back home in Papua New Guinea. We were very young parents, busy raising our children. And I was 24, my husband was 28, and he got the offer. So we set out on this journey from the village of Papua New Guinea and into Paris City.
Wow.
And
A big move.
Nice
yes,
journey for a start.
leaving our comfort zone, our country, our family, our language behind.
Yeah.
And at that time, there was no internet, there was no mobile phone. So you can just imagine, we were like, we didn't exactly know where we were going.
Yeah.
No direction, no clue. But we knew that the plane was going to take us to a country called Paris.
Yeah.
We were going to Europe, we knew that. So you can imagine all the excitement.
I can imagine. I really can. So
we were so nervous. I was so nervous, especially myself. My 2 boys were excited. My husband was already there, so he was expecting us. So we got on this trip, trip by ourselves, myself and the 2 boys, not knowing where we were going, what we were doing. But we got there. Finally, we arrived. And when you arrive at the airport, you can imagine everything now is in French.
Yeah, and the language. You didn't speak French.
The language,
right?
Exactly. And in my country, we are only taught English.
oh,
No other language, no other world language, only English in my country.
yes. I can
We are
imagine.
only taught English. So it was very, very difficult. The moment I landed at the airport at Charles de Gaulle,
Yeah.
I realized that, wow, what did I get myself into?
Yeah. And you have a sentence that I think that is wonderful. Swim or sink. I remember
Yes.
when I heard this sentence, around the world, my mind goes through you, Shirley, to meet you.
Yes, the French language is a very huge barrier.
Yeah.
When we got there, it was like, you can imagine, I have no clue, no idea. My husband even did not tell me. All I know is like, I know I'm going to learn French, but not like actually to go there and to experience it is different.
Yeah. How long
So when
did you live there in France?
we were there from 1994 to 1998.
4 years.
Yes. So it was really a cultural shock for me, especially the language. And then if you don't speak the language, people don't want to communicate with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes some people will try their best because they try to see that you're a foreigner, they try to help, but not all of them.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it has changed now. 1994 to now 2020, a lot has changed.
Okay.
So I am pretty sure now when you walk and when you ask something, they will still help you. Try their best to explain.
Mm-hmm.
But the time when I was there, I found it very, very difficult. Okay, one afternoon, my husband came home and he said, okay, I enrolled you in French school. You're going to go and take classes. So I said, okay. And he took me to his office. We have the UNESCO, they have a women's association inside UNESCO. And we are given a space there for women to do whatever we want to do. So the language classes were taking place in that office. So my husband took me there and said, okay, this is the language classroom, so you wait here, the teacher's gonna come. So I was there, and here the teacher came. My husband left her. I'm here waiting, a teacher is here, and then asking me, and then I said, it's like 2 or 3 other people that come into the class. I have no clue what she was saying. I honestly was like, okay, I was just praying that there should be a very big hole where I am sitting so I could just literally like sink and go down. Like I wanted the head to swallow me.
Oh my.
And in my head, I'm thinking, Robert Parua, you are dead to me. I don't want to see you. I don't want to have anything to do with you. That's my husband.
I felt the same in my first movie. My gosh.
I have done.
I know. So after the class, I went home and my husband asked me, he came home from work and he said, how is the class? And I'm like, I looked at him and like, you know what? I don't care about anything right now. I honestly don't care. All I want to do is you just buy my ticket and I want to go back to my country.
Yeah. So do you
And
think the language was your main cultural challenge?
exactly. For me, the language was a very big barrier for me. It was.
And how did
And
you
about the
So he
culture,
got up.
and about the local culture, the French in France,
Yes.
was very different from Papua New Guinea, the ways to do
Yes.
things.
For me, everybody have their own experiences, but for me personally, I believe that communication is the key.
Yeah.
And if you cannot communicate, you get frustrated.
Yeah.
So I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
So then my husband told me that, okay, he said, we are still young. And he said, either you want to swim or you want to sink. The choice is yours.
Yeah. It's your brand, this sentence.
Yeah.
And you,
And I sat there for a moment and I thought about it. Okay.
What did you do? You said to me, I
swim.
Swim. Yeah.
I prefer to swim, and I swim.
Yeah. So
Like that moment, like the light bulb came on in my head. Like my husband put a light bulb in my head that like all the negative just like flashed down me.
yeah. So how
And
was the sign inside of you that you to put you on the way to overcome all this barrier? What
yes,
you think when
you
kind of
have to think positive in everything you do. Like if you put in positive in yourself, you bring positive energy in you, you will bring positive out. So if you put negative inside you, start getting all the negative in you, of course you're going to expect the negative to come out.
yeah. So Shirley, 4 years later, you moved for Samoa? Or
4 years later, my husband told me that we were transferring to Samoa. Western Samoa is in the Pacific.
Mhm.
And for me, I was like, yay, I'm going home. It's like closer to home, you know.
Yeah. And how was the
And
experience there in Samoa? Samoa was close
Samoa was
to
no
New Guinea or not?
Samoa was closer. It is closer to home. It's like it's next door. So for me, and also it's an English speaking country, and the island is a very small island. So you
Mm.
literally have no problem, no barrier. All you need to for me, I felt like I was on a holiday when I was in Samoa.
Yes, but the culture in Samoa, it was close to Papua New Guinea, yeah? It's
The culture is different. The
mm-hmm.
culture is different, but then we have this Melanesian. We have this the Pacific. We are still in the Pacific region.
Mm-hmm.
So you have your same food, you know.
Nice, good.
Yes. So you have the connection there that you feel that you are home,
Mm-hmm.
even though you are not home. You still feel that you are home.
Good. This is very good. So you
Yes.
9 years there, yeah?
No, we stayed there 2 years.
Oh, just 2 years. Okay.
Yes, just 2 years, and then we moved to Jordan in the Middle East.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and
There.
moving to Jordan in the Middle East was um, a little bit of challenge for me because of the language. Also, I find that when you go to a country where you cannot speak the language, and English is not their first language, you do have a little bit of
Mm-hmm.
a little bit of a problem.
Yeah.
But it also depending on the people also, how they accept you, how they see you, how willing they can go to help you out if you are lost and if you find your way.
Yeah. How was your experience with the people in Jordan?
For me, going to the Middle East as a Christian, I felt different. Like it was like going to Holy Land. So I didn't even care about like going to the desert and like even whether I had food or no water. For me, I didn't even care. I was like, my mindset was like that. I am a Christian. I'm going to the Middle East. I'm going to where, all the holy places and I'm going to see all these things. So my mindset was tuned into death. So I didn't see the negative side of what was in front of me.
Yeah.
This is amazing,
Fantastic.
Shirley, that you can see the positive in every move, right, that you did. You see the benefits of the new culture, the new place. So you put your
Yes,
mind to the benefits that you are taking from the experience.
Yeah. So I think this is
exactly.
the key to transform the challenges in opportunities.
Exactly. Samira said it. You have to tune in your mind.
Mm-hmm. It's fantastic, Shirley.
And tell us more about the other places, Shirley, that you moved after Jordan.
Yes. So after Jordan, Jordan was a blessing country for me because that's why I also had my son, which I named him Jordan after the country Jordan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yes. You know, for me, I find the Arabs are very welcoming people.
Yeah.
I find it after from France to Samoa to Jordan, I find the Jordan people very, very welcoming, and
Nice.
they're so they will open their home to you. They open their heart to you, and they're very welcoming people. And for me, I that's the reason why I stayed in Jordan for 9.5 years. I
It
love
was
them.
in Jordan. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We always find nice people around the world. We always find.
Exactly.
So you need to be
Yes.
prepared for find this kind of people.
Yes.
Find
So,
like you, open your heart of like you to find these people. Yeah.
And from Jordan, after living 9.5 years in Jordan, in August of 2009, we were told that we were transferring to Kingston, Jamaica. And my mind was like, wow, you know, for me, it's like the paradise, you know, the holiday, you know, it's like where you're going to relax. Larissa can relate to this, like party, you know.
We met each other there in Jamaica.
Yes. Mm. And
So,
Jamaica experience,
want
I know Larissa will have her own stay. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I want to know about your experience there in Jamaica, in the paradise,
Yes.
because Jamaica is like a paradise. It's a beautiful place, and we had the opportunity to
Yes.
nice Jamaicans too. So I'm suspicious
Yes.
about Jamaica because Jamaica for me is the land that I love. I love Jamaica.
Mm. I think after you left, I joined one of the foreign groups that were doing charity. So I really gave a lot of my time doing charity, and then also I got involved in a church group.
Nice.
So I like when you're traveling also, you want to join a group, a small group, like you want to join a gym group, or you want to join a cooking group, or a dancing group, or a church group, or a charity, you know, you have to find a comfort zone.
Yeah.
To do something to occupy your mind at the same time.
Yeah.
Because when you don't do anything and you go shopping or school and come home, sometimes you just get frustrated. It's the same thing. It's a repetition day in, day out, Monday to Sunday.
Yeah.
So you want to do other things also to occupy your mind. And who knows, in the process of doing that, you end up finding yourself what you can be really good in doing.
Yeah.
And along the way, you meet good friends, which like I met Larissa.
Yeah.
I met my Latino group of friends, Viviana and Adriana.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll participate in this project too.
Yes. There was a group of foreigners there that took part in raising funds and doing the charity.
Yeah.
So when you left, I was heavily taking part in the charity and also my church group.
Yes, I had
Jamaica has its good and its bad.
I had the opportunity, not about the church, but about the IPP is International Proxy Parents. There's organization that work in Jamaica with children. I had the opportunity to work together too, in wonderful experience. It was there is no money to pay this kind of the experience. Just the people that give for yourself this opportunity to be involved with the people, with the culture, have the best thing from this experience. Yeah.
Exactly. You really do carry good experience with you when you really give your time.
Yeah.
For me, I find that helping the needy, especially the orphanage or the disabled,
Yeah.
I find that you learn a lot, and you give something and you don't expect anything back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think
Which is a
that
blessing.
Give back.
Yeah.
The much love, much connection, so better feelings. So it's no one can feel the same things that we could have the opportunity to try to experience there. Just if you open your mind and go through the experience, you know. So we cannot to live in different country as a tourist, for example. You are not a tourist, you are living there. So try to understand the environment,
Yes.
try to understand the people, try to understand the ways that everything's happened there, the rules. So it's a wonderful experience if you give for yourself this opportunity to open your mind, open your heart, and go through it.
Exactly.
Shirley, how do you, can
Yes.
you listen, me, girls? Yeah?
Yeah.
And Shirley, do you think that involving this project, these groups, help you to cope with the fact that you know that you're going to have a next move being with your husband in UNESCO because he's probably going to move to different countries. So it's not easy when you are in a place knowing that you'll not be there. So you think, how much do I invest of myself in this culture, in this place? So what is your tip for the people that are going through the international assignments to live the experience, but you know, like not frustrating, knowing that they will not be there for a long time?
Yes. Before, in my time when I traveled, like I said, there was no internet and no mobile phone. Now you have everything like in the palm of your hand, you know. So before you go to a new place, my tip is that make a lot of research, go online and find out as much information as you can. If you're traveling with young children, make sure you look for school that is closer to where you're going, where your husband is going to be working, so you don't live far away. You make sure your apartment is closer to where the school is going to be, or in between the working place of your husband and where you want to live. Now everything is on your fingertip, so you just have to make a lot of research. One, if you're going to an English-speaking country, you can a little bit relax. If English is your first language, apart from your mother tongue, okay. But if English is not your first language, and you know that you're going somewhere to learn English, you really have to put yourself together, because there's another language you're going to learn apart from English too. So you really need to watch out for the language. The language barrier can be a very, very big setback for you.
And once you have overcome the language, and even when you are learning the new language, you can join the groups that you join and do some activity that you identify yourself.
Exactly. Yes. When you go, you try to make research and find out as much information about the language classes that you can take. And every country they go, they always give free language classes. Like in Paris, I've been to 3 language classes where I did not even pay one dime. I did not even pay one dime. And even now here in China, I go to a Chinese class where I don't even pay one RMB. No, you can find free classes.
Oh, nice. And how
So you don't have to spend money trying to learn language, a foreign language. When you are in that country, you can take free classes. You can either take online free classes, or you can go, they have, what do you call them, municipalities? They do offer free classes to foreigners. So you can always find them there.
And how are
My
you?
advice will be, sorry?
How are you doing with the Chinese language?
Oh, okay. My Chinese experience now is completely different.
It
is completely different from what I went through. When I came here, the language was like, to me, the language was, oh my gosh, it is like so like, I don't know, you can literally cry. You can cry. But the Chinese, they make sure everything is so easy and so comfortable for you. They even have translators now. So you know, you don't need to speak the language. You just download the translation, and then the translation does everything for you.
It's nice. Lovely.
Yes. But you, on top of that, you can still learn, you know, the language. So my take will be, make research, have an open mind. Some places you go, you may not like their food. So you need to prepare yourself mentally and physically, your stomach also.
Oh, Shirley, we only have 5 minutes left. So I don't know, you just did so good tips for us and for our clients. But if you want to say anything else about the culture experience, please, you would take 2-3 minutes to do it, and then we're gonna close, okay?
Okay, I'm just I will give you a comment, because I think that Shirley an inspiring woman, for you can see, for many reasons. So Shirley never had a cross-cultural training for this experience. So she learned by herself. So everyone can do it. So depend of you. If you want to do it, we'll do it. So it's I am a fan of Shirley. I'm suspect to talking about her because she is a wonderful woman. So
thank you.
Use your time.
And you too. And Samira also. Otherwise, why will you be in the US? You know?
Yeah. Only for a year. Yeah. Great
exactly.
So I would like to say thank you to Shirley so much. I really appreciate to have you here. It's a pleasure for us, for me and for Samira. If the people want to know about the Embrace, just visit our site or email us in the embracecultures.com, and we will have a pleasure to talk with you. And thank you so much, Shirley. So see you Shirley in our next chat, and I see you everybody in our next video. Thank you so much, Shirley.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shirley.
Thank you so much.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you.